Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans, taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The Titans kicker Stephen Gostkowski ready to do the honors, and we are underway in Nashville. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And what a sophomore season he had for the Cardinals. Pretty much swept every major quarterback award, including the Heisman Trophy. And we spend a lot of time talking about his legs. Formidable. He can run the ball like few others, but the key to everything for him is his ability to be accurate from the pocket.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, these two teams, of course, the Titans and Ravens, met in the postseason a year ago. And really, along with the Titans win the previous week in Foxborough, it was one of the shockers of the postseason. The Titans a 6th seed on the road. The Ravens, they were the top seed, riding a 12-game win streak and coming off the first-round bye. But well, that game was all Tennessee. They led 28-6 at one point, ultimately winning 28-12 and sending them on to the AFC title game in Kansas City. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head, his head coach and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Four yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And he's got Snead.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Jackson going to run.
Wiggles free. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so. Bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Jackson going to look to do it himself.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And now and they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. From the gun, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field.
28-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip.
Ravens 3, Titans nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
A terrific athlete, started at wide receiver before becoming the starting quarterback at Texas A&M, and also took his studies pretty seriously as well. He was a biology major at Texas A&M, planned to become an orthopedic surgeon, but being the 8th pick in the NFL draft, that paid just a little bit better.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Calais Campbell on the stop. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Forced out to his left. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Tannehill. Looking here for Smith downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage. He knew where the pressure was going to come from and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, and maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He's tackled at the.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Caught right side, it's Snead. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Quick slant to Brown.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and that'll be second down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Second down at 4. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Tannehill on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Corey Davis.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tannehill finding Davis for a Titan first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Derrick Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on 2nd down, Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Ravens 3, Titans 0. Stephen Gostkowski on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He fakes the give here and looks to throw.
Rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
12 yards there and a first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So still 14 yards to go, second down.
From the gun, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 31, Jackson caught by Snead over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And 8 yards to go.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll run with Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it is up.
The kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running.
A first down carry for Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Campbell on the stop.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
This is Henry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Offensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Flushed out right. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Over the middle to Smith.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Let's go.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
He was taken.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Tannehill. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
They'll run with Henry. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
Ravens 10, Titans 6.
So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive at 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, quick hitter here, it's complete.
Jackson's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and it'll be Titan football. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now Tannehill saying, let's get to the line. Tannehill. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw, Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
second down at 5.
Check back. 48 for Mike.
Again, Tannehill. They will find Davis. That's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now a first down throw, Tannehill.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
A gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To the air again, Tannehill. Goes underneath for Henry. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9.
Titans 9.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback, Lamar Jackson. His guys lead, though, by only a point. It's been a tight one. As for the start of the third quarter, we'll send it back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it
on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
Well, Gordon, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's Henry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the...
That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. Here's Tannehill. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Is no good. That keeps the score.
Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and they end up getting sacked.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the option, it's Jackson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Jackson. He may try and run for this. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Caught right side at Snead. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They'll go option to the short side. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Well, he'd had success earlier in the drive, keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he will have a Ravens 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Jackson to Snead that time. 1st down, Baltimore.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage. And that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area. So you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Brought in left side by Snead. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
27-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Jackson on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews.
And the Ravens have once again taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. From the gun, Jackson. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2.
And makes the score Ravens 18.
So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this carries into the end zone.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Firkser. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Short throw to Smith. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Jackson in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
A loss of 7 yards.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35.
54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40.
And out will come the offense as they take over. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Smith catches left side.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tannehill on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again is Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Tannehill able to find Henry out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Stephen Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
On the move to his left. He'll run it. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson, and CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise? With Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in a season as the top running backs in the league.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Jackson sacked.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson stepping up. He's going to keep it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Evans on the tackle. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And Bryant's got it over the middle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass, and everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right? Because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal. Too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
On the option, Jackson will keep it.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that's another big-time run. And it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
One more time with Dobbins.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jeffrey call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete.
They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
At the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He'll get this complete to Batson. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry, and not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Tannehill getting this complete to Smith.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Over the middle to Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting put
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Calais Campbell able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill over the middle here to Brown. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now it's Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
First down. It's Henry. And shutting him off. Now open field. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal. Now Tannehill. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gostkowski's kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game.
Makes the score Titans 25, Ravens 18.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Throwing now is Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Intended for
this pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
Now Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins.
Jackson's pass.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, 54 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Extra point.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late.
Now it's Tannehill. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up.
Now Tannehill. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Tannehill. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing again is Tannehill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To the air again, Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
Yes, from Stephen Gostkowski. This guy, he's a machine out there, Charles.
Even in the clutch, the bigger the situation, the more likely that it goes right down the middle. And I think he just bailed his guys out in the end, yet again.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a friend.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
25.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.